Hey guys, my name's Kayla, and if you're new here, this is Kayla Ray Reads, where we talk about books and have a good time. So today, we're gonna get into my most recent read, which was Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. I'll have it up over here somewhere. But we're just gonna get into it because I finished it last night. I read it in pretty much a day, in one or two sittings, but it was phenomenal. In this book, we meet a girl named Enchanted Jones, and Enchanted is your normal black middle class girl. She is on the swim team, she has a few friends, she tries to do her best in school, and she takes care of her siblings because she's the oldest. But the one thing about her is she wants to be a singer. She wants to be a famous, everybody knows her singer. And the one thing that I love about Enchanted is that she loves classics. This book is always talking about Aretha Franklin, it's talking about Whitney Houston, it's talking about just all of the classic black artists from the past. And that's kind of a good point in this book, is like talking about those people. But we also, because she wants to be a singer, she goes to a singing audition for like BET's version of American Idol. And while she's at that audition, she meets Corey Fields, a extremely popular hip hop artist, and they kind of like strike up a conversation, and it kind of goes from there. But the only problem is Enchanted is 17 and Corey Fields is 28. So if you're looking at it from that standpoint, it's very taboo. However, this book has, in the beginning when you first start this book, there is a trigger warning for this book, and it is saying this book involves abuse, it involves rape, it involves technically kidnapping and things like that. And there's also another point in the beginning of the book that says this book is not about R. Kelly. This book has things that are similar to the R. Kelly case, but this is not a book about R. Kelly. And I loved reading that intro because it basically was like making sure that you are aware, not only is this book not about R. Kelly, but you are made aware that grown men are constantly preying on young women, underage young women, and that is really something that needs to come to light with everything that's going on in the world right now. And I just think that having those warnings in the front is such an amazing thing. I received this book from NetGalley as an e-arc because this book actually does not come out until September 15th. Maybe I'll put it somewhere where it will show you when it comes out. But I think this is a book that everyone needs to read. It is a young adult novel, so because the main character is 17, but it was phenomenal. It really, like, it was a page turner as you go on. We really dive into how young black women are not given the same opportunities, because if you take this story and you switch it out from Enchanted, a young black woman, to a young white woman, the outcome of the story would not be the same. And if all of the allegations that came forward were young white women and not young black women, the whole outcome would be different. And that's something that we all need to know, is that black women are not given the same opportunities as white women. They're not given the same opportunities as black or white men. At the bottom of the food chain is always going to be black women. And that's something in our country we need to understand, that that's awful, because Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter always. Black Lives Matter will matter forever. Black lives are so amazing, and I cannot believe that our country is so horrible to the black community, to the Latinx community, to the Asian community, because let's be honest, white people are horrible, rich white men are horrible. But that's a whole other thing. So I really felt like this book gave me, because I knew everything about R. Kelly. I watched all the documentaries, I read things. I know that idea and that happens and that is happening and that is horrible. But now that it's come into a novelization version that is accessible to younger readers, it's really something we need to be talking about. It's giving young readers that aren't old enough to understand what's going on with R. Kelly, that don't know R. Kelly, can look at this book for what it is and form their own opinions, and then can go and be like, oh, this is exactly like R. Kelly. Who is R. Kelly? And they're seeing that this is happening in our country, and for the young black girls who could fall into this category of being abused by men like R. Kelly, they already know it's happening and they cannot fall into that. And then for other people, like more specifically white people, who say that, oh, they knew better, or oh, it's something that they're smart and they're adults and they can handle themselves and they knew what they were getting into, that's crap. Because not everyone knows they're in an abusive situation until it's too late. So I really think this book gives such a good insight on that. And the characters are phenomenal. The Enchanted is just such an amazing character. She's not afraid to be herself. She's not afraid to follow her dreams. And yeah, she does get trapped into a horrible situation, but she does everything she can once she figures out she's in a bad situation to fight for herself, to fight for her mental health, to fight for other girls around her who are getting raped and abused and mistreated. And it is just such a powerful story. And I really think when this book comes out, you need to get your hands on it. If you know who R. Kelly is, if you don't know who R. Kelly is, if you have read Tiffany D. Jackson's books before, if you haven't, this is definitely something that you need to read. It's something you need to get your hands on. It is just a perfect story to give you as a reader, give you as a person, the information that's going on, and for you to know that Black Lives Matter and we need to be saving and helping these women that are just finding themselves in horrible situations. And it doesn't matter who they are or what background they come from, because everybody needs help in this community. Everybody needs to feel safe, and as a community we need to come together and have each other's backs. Like, we can't like keep letting bad things happen to people that don't deserve that or don't need that happening to them, or just, it is such a powerful story. And I really hope you guys would read it. I really hope that this kind of brought some light onto some things for you. But yeah, so I gave that book 5 out of 5 stars, like 10 out of 10, a million out of 10. It was amazing. So that's kind of it. So thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, in the comments, shoot me a yellow heart, because the cover of Grown is yellow and we loved it. So shoot a yellow heart in the comments if you made it this far. Please like, subscribe, notification bell, anything like that. We love to see new people. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back for more. Bye.